Hey everybody, it's Dominique Medina, and this is the Insider to Dominique. I just wanted to begin by saying hi. Hope everybody is staying warm. I know some states have gotten snow. I know Colorado got snow for sure. Here in Nashville, we haven't gotten any snow, but it has rained a lot. Like, it's been raining a lot, not just like a little bit of sprinkle. Like, it's been pouring rain. Like, at work, I've been getting my shoes wet and my pants wet. I've been getting my shirt. Like, it's been a little bit rainy, like sad and a little bit depressing here because of how much rain we've been getting. And the sun hasn't really came out. So it's been very gloomy. So wherever you're at, I hope you're staying warm because I kind of know there's a little bit cold everywhere. So hope you're staying warm. If you have nice weather, hey, take advantage of it. Have it, because some of us just have not been having the best time with the weather. So yeah, this episode I wanted to talk about my move from Colorado to Nashville. Just because I don't really feel like I've talked too much about it, so I kind of wanted to talk about it. I know that you guys are aware, if you saw my first episode, I kind of talked about my job promotion here in Nashville. I was working in Colorado for about like 2.5 years, the same company. And then I got this job promotion here in Nashville. Kind of really didn't think about it too much. There was a few positions that I applied for. Nashville was kind of the one that like attracted me the most, even though I've never been to Tennessee. I just kind of applied for it and was like, hey, I've always thought about moving out of state. It's not the state I ever considered. Like, I saw myself moving to like Florida or Arizona or somewhere like that, not Nashville. So, but I still applied for it. Out of all the positions that were open, it was one of the positions that I was like, oh, I could see myself living there. And I applied for it, really not thinking anything of it. And I ended up getting a call back. They wanted to interview me. They loved me. They asked me to come down here for an in-person interview. I did everything, and I said, why not? Like, without really thinking about it, I was like, I've always wanted to move out of state. Like, let's just do it. Let's just go for it. Like, nothing's stopping me. Like, it's good. So I ended up just kind of going with the flow with it. I packed all my stuff in 1 month and moved all the way about 1,000 miles away. Yeah, about 1,000 miles away. Me and my boys, you could see Tank. He's like, I came. That was a story. So my mom helped me move out here when I moved. So I hired movers because I lived on the 3rd story apartment in Colorado. So I was like, I didn't move my stuff in here because I hired movers. I was like, so I'm definitely not carrying my stuff out of here. So I got movers to move all my stuff from inside my apartment down to the moving truck. So that was amazing because I didn't really have to do anything. They did everything, which was great. Definitely recommend hiring movers because you just kind of organize, delegate, you just do that to focus on yourself while they just kind of move everything that's needed, which was great. My mom helped me with the drive. Well, I drove. She kept me there for support. She helped me mostly with the boys because anybody who knows, Tank and Jasper are a lot. And Jasper doesn't like anybody. He has so much anxiety, so he's not too fan of being around other people because he's so scared. Like, if you come over, he probably will hide the entire time you're here. So my options were very limited on who I was going to ask to help me, and my mom offered automatically. So I was like, this is great. Yes, you're helping me. Thank you so much. So we had to go about 1,000 miles in this 26-foot box truck where there's only like 3 seats in the front. So it was me, the boys, because I had Jasper in his carrier, which he didn't really come out towards the end of it. But he stayed in his carrier. He was good. It was unzipped so he could come out if he wanted to, but he was actually really good the whole ride. He was my good kitty. Tank, on the other hand, he was a lot. He stressed my mom out. My mom was like, I am never going to be in a car with them ever again. To me, Tank did really good because I've been in a car with him before, not that long before, but I have been in a car where he's like meowing bloody murder when we just got in, and that was miserable dealing with. He did not do that this car ride, so I was very thankful for that. But my mom's never really experienced being in a car with them, so she was already done. Tank had anxiety, so like every 30 minutes, wherever he was laying, every 30 minutes he would readjust and move somewhere different, whether that was him laying on my mom's lap to coming to lay on my lap or trying to sit on the dashboard, or he got up on top of the like chair thing behind us. Like there's nothing behind us. It's just like a window where the box truck is. And he, like, stuffed himself up there. It did not look comfortable at all. But him and my mom were, like, having a little bit of beef and stuff. So I don't know if he just did it to, like, prove a point. I don't know. That was a long car ride between Tank and my mom, like, going back and forth. And Tank walking around and wanting attention and having anxiety, needing to look out the window. It was a lot. Like, I am very thankful she made it that whole 1,000 miles with me, because I don't think I could have done it without her. Jasper stayed in his carrier pretty much the whole entire time, up until the end. Like the last 4 or 5 hours of the drive to get here were the roughest because I was tired. We had to pull over a couple times so I could wet my face and kind of like wake up because I was not making it. My mom was like, I can't drive this truck. It's too big. And I was like, that's fine. We just need to stop a little bit more so I could wake up, kind of walk around, reset myself, because I'm not somebody who drives. Like, I know some people can do it and they could be in a car for like a long period of time and they're 100% good and wide awake. I am not like that. Anything over 3 hours, I'm tired and ready to fall asleep. So she kept me awake majority of the ride, which was great. Towards the end, I was just, we need to get there. We need to get there. We need to get there. She felt the same way. So like we would stop, reset really quick, and then keep going. And the last 4 or 5 hours, the cats were anxious. They were like, we just need to get there. Like, we just want to be home. Like, figure out where we're at. And Jasper decided to come out his carrier, which wasn't a bad thing. He just decided to have some courage, and he came and sat on my lap while I was driving, which is fine. He wasn't bothering me, nothing like that. Well, Tank, with his anxiety and needing to kind of bounce around, they ended up getting into a fight because Tank got jealous with Jasper being on me. So it was a whole schmeal. So my mom had to put Tank on timeout at the floor where her feet were, and they were going back and forth because Tank knew, okay, I kind of jacked up a little bit, but I'm anxious. So we had to pull over on the side of the road. It was sketchy. Get the cats organized again, and we're on the stretch. Like, we're right there. We're so close. Had to get the cats situated. Then they were pretty much fine majority of the ride, other than them just kind of getting a little bit anxious. Jasper wanting to get pet. Tank just kind of moving back and forth, jumping on the dash, kind of like, I just want to get there, which I get it. My poor babies have never been in a car longer than maybe 30 minutes. So 18, 19 hours was definitely a lot for them. We did go through Oklahoma. Nothing against Oklahoma if you live there, but we went through this small town. We were taking major highways majority of the way, and we ended up taking a small detour through like a town to get from one highway to another highway. And I'm telling you, this little town we went through was scary. It was like a scary movie. It's like 6 p.m., 6 or 7 p.m., okay? It's like, okay, the evening time. And it reminded me of 30 Days a Night, that vampire movie where the town kind of shuts down and the vampires come out and stuff. That's what that town reminded me of. So I was already sketched out. And we're in a 26-foot box truck. The streets are like very small. They're tight. I was like, no, the town was like shut down at like 6 o'clock. I was like, we need to get out of here. This is sketchy. There's not a lot of lights on. I was like, this is weird. So we're taking all these side streets trying to get to the main highway. For whatever reason, it detoured us. And we're going through this, like, it said it was a highway, but it wasn't like a main highway. It was just like one way this way and one way this way. That was it. And it was pretty much forest on both sides. Like, in one house every here and there would kind of pop up. And, like, there was other big trucks going down this, like, little sketchy highway. And this big semi was, like, riding behind me, like, close to me. And I'm going maybe, like, 26, 30, because this is a small road, and I'm in a 20-foot box truck. Like, I am going faster than 30 because I don't know this road. There's twists, turns. Too far to my right, there was a ditch. too far to my left, there's cars passing. I was like, no way am I going any faster. Like, it's fine, it's cool, it's dark out, so I couldn't see. There was no street lights or anything, so I was just using my headlights and trying to do the brights anytime like no cars were passing. And I was going like 30. And a semi comes up behind me and was like riding me. And I'm like, Mom, like this semi is riding me right now. And it's freaking me out because I don't want to go any faster. I'm scared. Like, I can't see anything. Like, this road is really tight. I've never driven a box truck like this long before. I was like, I'm scared. So she's like, oh, it's fine. He'll pass. So eventually the traffic stopped going the opposite way. So I kind of slowed down and pulled over just a little bit. I was still driving. I just kind of moved to the side as much as I possibly could so this semi could go around me. And then he passed me. Of course, he sped up. I was like, whatever. He's not behind me anymore. It's fine. Well, we're driving probably like 6 or 7 minutes later. The semi has his flashers on and he stopped in the road. And I was like, what? Is that same truck? And my mom was like, yes. And I was like, well, what do we do? And I kind of like slowed down way behind where the truck was because I was like, we don't want to stop. And I was like, I don't want to stop. And she was like, yeah, you better not stop. Like, we're not going to stop. And I was like, do I just go around him? Like, what is he doing? And I wasn't trying to stop because I'm like, I've seen movies. I'm not trying to get murdered. We're in Oklahoma. I don't know this area. I don't know this town. I was like, no, we need to keep going. My mom was like, go. Just pass him. There's no cars. Just pass him. So I sped up really quick, went around the semi, and then kept driving. Well, then, of course, he comes up again. And then it was fine. We moved past it. Nobody stopped. Nothing happened. Well, we ended up pulling over to go to the bathroom and everything, kind of stretch our legs and all of that. Well, then we finally got to a main highway, and we were going to get on this main highway, and that same truck was pulled over on the side before the main highway, was pulled over with his flashers on again. And I was like, no, we ain't stopping. This guy was being an ass before. Like, we ain't stopping. We're just going to go around him and continue forward. But it was like, at the moment, me and my mom were like, no, we've seen too many scary movies. We're not going to do this. Now we kind of look back and we're like, oh, that was kind of funny. Like, whatever happened, and we're over-exaggerating because I'm a what-if thinker. My mom is a what-if thinker, so we're thinking we're going to get murdered in this town that we have no idea where we were. Like, it was funny, but not funny. It's just a reminder of making sure that you're safe and not stopping because I wasn't trying to get murdered, and my mom wasn't trying to get murdered. We had the cats. We were like, no, we ain't doing this. So it's just, it kind of makes you think about, like, just being safe and staying safe. And if you have a feeling about something, take that feeling and just go with it. So, but yeah, that was kind of like our adventure. It was a lot. If you've never moved from one state to another, with animals, let me say that. With animals, it's difficult. With animals, it is hard because I had to stop, make sure that they were good, try to get them to eat and drink water and stuff so that they were fine. Like, we had to stop to make sure we were good. The cats were anxious in the car, mostly Tank. It was just rough. So if you're going to move out of state, like, just be prepared for that it may not be as easy as you think, which I didn't think it was. I thought it was going to be way worse. So I was definitely thankful for it. But I also thought that the drive was going to be easier, and it was really rough on me because I've never driven that far, like in a big box truck. So that was a little bit rough, but I'm happy we made it. We got to Tennessee at like 2 a.m, which was cool. Like, we just got there. I unpacked the mattress and just some small things so that we could at least sleep in the living room on the floor, because this house we got, it's all hardwood floors. So it's like, I'm not sleeping on this cold floor, and neither is my mom. Like, that's not happening. She has sciatic. Like, we ain't doing this. So 2:30 a.m, I'm trying to move stuff to get a mattress and like a little blanket so at least we could sleep. Man, Jasper, he was great the whole car ride, but the first like 5 nights, he meowed all night, all day. He was like so anxious, like, what is this? The house wasn't set up. It was just, he was panicking. So like we didn't get any sleep because Jasper just was meowing loud. He was scared. He was running around the house because he didn't know what was happening. Like he's used to my 1-bedroom apartment. Like yes, I've had houses before and he's lived in it, but this house is so big. Like this house is big compared, like the biggest house they've ever lived in. And it was empty. Like majority of the house was empty. Once my stuff was in, there was boxes everywhere and stuff. But like this house was empty for like the first week. Like there wasn't a lot of stuff here. Like me and my mom had to buy a lot of stuff when we moved here. And he was just freaking out. So it was rough. So just prepare you if you are moving out of state with animals. It's rough. And no matter how much you try to prepare for it, like I had toys and beds everywhere. Like I tried to bring anything that like scented like me and them so that they would feel comfortable. But their anxiety was like, Tank was happy once he was here. He was great. It was just a car ride. And then Jasper wasn't. Like he was great during the car ride, but he was so anxious the first week. So it was definitely a learning curve and a process. So if I ever have to do that again, like please pray for me because I don't know if I can. But yeah, that was kind of like my story moving from Colorado just to Tennessee, just from one state to another state 1,000 miles away, like 18, I think it was about 18, 19 hours. Halfway, we stopped at a hotel, slept for a little bit, and then finished the rest of the ride, which we did amazing. Like, it was great. We sang most of the time. We talked. It was definitely a nice bonding time with my mom because we've never been in, like, we've been in a car traveling before, but not just like me and her. So that was a great bonding experience. I think the cats bonded very well, even with the anxiety. But it was fun. It was definitely, like, I don't think I would want to ever do that again. But if I had to, I will. But that was kind of something different, something new. It just kind of makes you really think about just being safe, staying safe. We always made sure that no matter where we stopped, it wasn't like a sketchy area or anything like that. We locked the car, like if I went into the bathroom or she went, we locked the car. We had our knives on us and everything, just so that we felt safe, to make sure that we could protect ourselves, especially as like two women alone with cats. Like we don't have a big German Shepherd or a pit bull. Like we have 2 kitty cats. So we don't look very intimidating. So we did have our knives and everything just in case, pepper spray, my taser, just in case something did happen, we were able to protect ourselves. So if you ever do a road trip, even a smaller road trip, just stay safe. Just make sure you have stuff to protect yourself if something does happen, because this world, anything can happen, and you may not think it might not happen to you, but it's better to be prepared than not prepared. And I'm always prepared. I've seen scary movies. Like I try to be as prepared as possible if something goes south. I want to make sure that I have a fight left in me. But yeah, it was great. Honestly, if you ever get the experience to move out of state, I say take it. Life is too short to be stuck in one place. If you get that experience and get that opportunity to move from one state to another, I say take it, regardless of what's holding you back. I say take it. I left all my friends behind, all my family behind, and I said, this is me. This is for me. I'm doing it. I'm taking it. And if you get that opportunity, take it and run with it, because life is too short to have any regrets later in the future. And so far, I'm actually loving Tennessee. Like, I didn't think I was, since I've never been here before, but I love it. I feel more at peace here in Tennessee than I did in Colorado. Like, I feel more relaxed. I feel like I'm actually able to focus on myself, which is kind of the reason why I wanted to do this podcast, to kind of talk more about my life and kind of what I've went through, my experiences. And that's kind of the reason for it. And feeling at peace is something that has made me feel much better and content with my life. It makes me feel a little bit happier every single day. And if you can do it or take an opportunity, whether that's a new job or a job promotion or anything like that, take it and just go with it. Do what's best for you at the end of the day, because that's what matters. As long as you're happy, the rest of your life will fall into place. And the people who care about you, if they love you and care about you, they will support you 100% regardless of how hard it is. Because my family, it was really difficult for my family, me moving to another state, but so far I've had so much support from them. My friends, like everybody that I care about and that's important to me has been supporting me with me moving to another state, which has been amazing. And the right people will support you. So always remember that. The right people will support you, and you will know once you move to another state or take that job or anything like that, you will know who is really there for you. And I've learned and I've accepted and known that like the right people are here for me in my life, and these are the people that need to stay in my life. So it's been great. So just take that opportunity, focus on you, do what's best for you, and try new things. Like, you might as well. Life is short. Try something new, do something different. Go for it. Don't have any regrets 10 years down the road, 20, 30, 40 years down the road. Don't have any regrets. Just go for it. So that's kind of my podcast or this episode. Sorry, I'm getting used to it. This episode is just kind of talking about that. So if you guys have any questions, you guys can email me, Instagram me, anything. You have my number. You can call me, text me, anything like that. I appreciate anybody who's listening. If you have anything you want me to talk about or anything like that, just let me know. But yeah, thanks, guys. I will talk with you on the next episode. This is Dominique Medina, and this is the Insider to Dominique. Hope you guys liked it. Bye, guys.